no money, that's an asshole. It wasn't a phase.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Senior Citizen Podcast, and now we are here with AWALL. AWALL?
We got a wall.
AWALL. Where did this band name come from? I'm gonna just kick it off with that.
It's kind of like, sometimes you just gotta go AWOL. Yep. So we did.
Was that it? Was
That was really it?
Really?
Yeah.
Nothing else behind it?
Not really.
Group chat.
It kind of evolved a little bit. Now we have like a secret meaning for it.
A secret meaning?
Yeah.
Now you have to.
can't
Now it's
say
not
it.
gonna be a
You
secret.
can't say it.
If he comes to our
It's
show,
whatever you want it to be, so whatever you want the letters to be.
Okay. I want to hear a little bit about how the band got started. How you guys got together.
we started playing in the youth group when we were 15 at St. Vincent's, and then a while later we met up with Nick Lewert, and then started playing, and then we got Connor, started playing, and then we played a lot of shows in high school, and then we broke up, and then a few years later we started it again, and then he joined, and Steven joined, and now it's a 4-piece.
Steven?
Steven, the beaver, right there. He cannot be here, but he's here in spirit.
He's here in spirit. I
Want
wanted.
some beer?
Was the beaver random, or does he like beavers?
That's Beaver.
That's beaver.
I still to this day don't know how that happened. I started calling him Beaver. I don't remember why, but it just happened.
He
It's
just
just
looks like a beaver.
It just
That can be kind of insulting.
He admits it.
Yeah, he admits it. He's like,
A
yeah.
handsome beaver.
All right, yeah. Now I'm just thinking about like handsome Squidward, but like beaver version.
That's him.
All right. I want to hear a little bit about you guys' musical backgrounds individually. We'll start from Tanner and go down.
So I started playing, I was like 10 or something. I saw Everclear play in Delray, and I got like to the front of the stage somehow, and like the guitar player came down, he's like, "You having a good time?" And I was like, "Oh man, that guy's sick. I want to do that." So I just started playing guitar, and it's been like that ever since. I've been playing in bands since I was like 13, like cover bands and stuff. Then I met Pablo, and we've just been doing it together ever since. Like a true love story.
It's so funny how like those tiny little things that that happen in your life like form your life. Like imagine if that guitar player never went down and was like, "Are you having a good time?" and you never made it to the front of the barricade. Like, where would you be now?
Right?
You'd probably be like a real estate agent. I don't know.
Crazy.
It's always those small moments, so you never notice it too at the time. But then
Yeah.
when you look back way like years down the line, you're like, huh, that really
Right,
did
like a
something.
guitar player asked me if I'm having a good time, and it just lit this fire inside me to do something.
It's crazy
you know?
to do from Everclear too.
Yeah. And now we play an Everclear song during
We
our
do.
set. Heroin
In-
Girl.
in tribute, see?
Mhm. Yeah. For me, it was playing Guitar Hero when I was a kid. I got it for
I
Christmas.
think that's
The
the
second one or
fourth
the
time
third
I've
one?
heard this today.
Legends of Rock. Yeah. That.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Legends
if
of
it was the
Rock
second
just
or
got
the
me
third
into
one.
like a lot of like classic metal, like what's the Iron Maiden. A lot of Iron Maiden when I was in middle school. And my dad was a musician. He played drums, so just like a lot of influence. And just kept at it.
Okay, so Guitar Hero.
Yeah, Guitar
It
Hero.
was basically the same thing.
Basically.
Yeah.
I feel like that you're not the only one though. There's a lot of
dude,
musicians
Guitar Hero,
that,
bro,
like, you
shaped
ask
the
them,
whole
you're like,
generation
oh,
of rock.
Guitar Hero. Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
But I also remember playing
Especially
as
the
a
third
kid.
one. Oh
when I
no,
was
me
like,
too.
yeah.
The third one was insanely
Got me
good.
so hyped.
Well, I was just saying that's like the third time I've heard this today, that
yeah?
somebody was just inspired by Guitar Hero and or Rock
Yeah,
Band.
there you go.
And that's
There
just
you go.
how
Rock Band. I forgot that was a thing too.
I
I
was.
felt alive, man.
It felt great. Whenever you like you had a streak going on, then you would
Yeah.
raise your guitar and then you got extra points too. Like yeah, I always sucked at it though.
Yeah, no, I was playing
Really?
like medium.
Yeah, I know, I was bad.
I was actually good at Guitar Hero, but I suck at like actual music. And then for some reason, like I've now discovered that people are like really passionate about DDR at like arcades
Like
and
what?
stuff. DDR, Dance Dance Revolution.
Oh,
People are super passionate about it because you're just mentioning the streak, and I was like watching somebody like 200 step streak
That's
on
the
this
thing.
hard
Adrenaline
song,
rush.
and I'm
It's
like,
a genuine adrenaline rush.
how did you start a music, Christian?
I started. Somebody gave me a guitar. My mom says it was my mom. My dad said it was him. It's always a fight. But I don't know who gave me a guitar. Somebody gave it to me, and I had it as a hobby. But similar to Tanner's story, my first concert was Kiss, and I went painted as Gene Simmons and everything like I was a kid, and I was in my dad's shoulders at the time. And then this Argentinian just looked back and he was like, "Hey kid, you're gonna be somebody someday." He threw me a KISS flag, and then that was the spark right there. And I still have that flag to this day.
I feel like that's a fake story.
It's not. It's not. I swear it's not.
It's Argentinian man. Oh man, I can't slander Argentinians on here.
I saw KISS in Argentina.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there you go.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So you grew up there?
No, I'm from Bolivia, but
Okay.
nobody ever goes there to do concerts, unfortunately.
Fair.
So
You know?
every time I gotta go to Argentina or some other place,
We'll do a
like
concert
that.
there one day.
There you go. Exactly, that'd be nice.
The only concert in Bolivia
yeah.
since like
It's
1972.
the thing is very rare for big bands to go there because they don't make that much money. Like,
Right.
There's very few.
pretty
Aerosmith
small
had to
country.
be there. It is, but like it's rough. It's just taxes in the government, like everything, like all of it combined, they don't make enough money to.
Like Argentina and Chile,
Argentina is
right?
the spot, yeah, for a lot of
Yeah.
bands too. You'll hear that in many interviews. Every band's like, "Oh, Argentina, oh, Brazil, oh, Chile."
Yeah. I know Incubus like has a really strong following over there.
Every band has a strong following down. It's great.
South
but
America
once-
is big in rock.
Once you
for some
experience
reason.
it,
Definitely want to do a South American
that's
tour one
the
day.
thing. Once you
That'd be
experience
sick.
that audience, it's something completely different. But that's the spark. That was the spark right there. That KISS concert, that whole night was really good for me. And then I was like, all right, I want to do that.
Okay.
I really want to do that, and that was it.
See, no, you two had a moment. I need to know if Pablo had that moment.
Tell about the moment at Guitar Center when you were picking out
Wait,
the guitar
what?
and the bass.
You can make up a story at this point.
One time I was like walking my dog and then I fell down this hole on the side of the bridge.
Right.
And this troll came up to me and he said, "You must learn how to play the bass."
Right.
All right,
And
shut
then-
up. What was that Guitar Center story?
And then the
I don't
acid
remember
trip
the Guitar Center.
ended.
No, when I was in 4th grade, my dad was a music teacher at my school, and we were doing like a Christmas concert thing. And I was like, "Oh, I want to play guitar for the concert." And then I saw the guitar, I'm like, "Oh, that looks hard." I'm like, "Oh, the bass only has 4 strings? Bad." So I picked that up.
Was it actually?
Yeah.
I never heard that one
It
before.
looked a lot easier, and then I
Makes
got
no
it,
sense
and I
then.
played it for like a
Right.
month, and then I put it in the closet for a few years, and then like in 8th grade, I started getting into My Chemical Romance and Slipknot and all these bands. So I was like, "Oh, where's that thing?" And like I went up and I grabbed it.
What's that thing?
Yeah, and then from there on, like I just been playing every single day since then.
Good shit.
And I love it.
That the string thing though, like totally valid.
Yeah.
The trumpet player from Fakata, Sophia, she was when I asked her, I was like, "Why the trumpet?" Like out of all the instruments, she's like, "Yeah, well, the saxophone had too many buttons, and the trumpet just had 3, so it felt good." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, fair enough. Keep it less
Those things are
complicated."
hard.
It's hard as hell, dude. Like,
Saxophone,
I'm an
trumpet,
ignorant when it
clarinet.
comes to wind instruments. Like I've tried trumpet before, and I
Yeah.
couldn't do like a single sound, dude. It was rough.
Yeah.
That's rough. That's rough. I can't do it.
But anyways, okay, Chris. So did you grow up in Bolivia?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I lived my whole life there. I did all my high school. I just came here to study.
You
and
came
then-
here for the band.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
He got word in
Sure,
Bolivia that there was
sure.
this great band that would tour there someday,
Exactly.
so he moved out.
They made a lot of promises they didn't keep. For sure. I was supposed to have a paycheck,
Oh man.
benefits, nothing.
401k.
Sponsorship,
401k.
visa sponsorship.
No 401k so far.
We
But
got him the green card.
They did get me the green card. No, I just came here to study, to be fair, and part of my family just lived here, and then just slowly I just started applying for my papers and all that, and became a citizen a year and a half ago now.
Congrats.
Thank you, thank
That's
you.
awesome.
No, yeah, so now officially a Floridian.
Got you.
Yeah.
So for you, growing up,
Yes.
you obviously liked music if you would go to Argentina for concerts,
Yes,
but what was
of
the
course.
music scene like for you growing up in
Music
Bolivia?
scene was pretty much non-existent in the city that I was in. Now it's great. Now it's fantastic. But when I was growing up, there was not a lot of it. My music scene was my house. So that was my dad personally. So he would put a lot of music all the time, at all times. Same with my mom. And like we had this ritual Sunday mornings. We would put music on when doing breakfast, and then in the afternoon, instead of watching a movie, we'd watch a concert.
Oh wow.
So that was where I got all of my influences. Like I saw a lot of KISS, Depeche Mode, Def Leppard, all the good old 80s stuff. So that's where I got all my music stuff. And then for me, what changed when I started really taking it seriously is when I heard Linkin Park. It was great.
When you
I-
what?
Linkin Park.
Oh,
When
Linkin
I heard
Park,
Linkin
okay.
Park. I don't know if you remember the first iPods, the white ones, the
Oh, of
first
course.
generation ones.
Yeah.
My
The
dad-
brick ones or the
Yeah,
nano?
the brick ones. No,
Okay.
the brick ones, the really big ones. My dad had it first, and he was like, he was super excited about it, and then gave it to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was a Miami Vice trailer way back in the day. It was the Numb with JC one.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that, I was like, what is that? And he just downloaded High Bright Theory, and I had that for like a whole year, and I just heard that album for a whole year. But it was great.
That album was iconic, especially for a lot of musicians.
Incredible.
Yes.
So I heard that for a whole year, and then after that I was obsessed with music. Like there was no turning back at that point.
Fair enough. I still have my iPod Nano somewhere. Like now it's just
I missed that.
What's on
intrusively.
your iPod
like,
Nano?
I would like to know. I'm gonna find it
There you go.
and see what I have on
There
there. You guys were in youth group, started playing together around 15, but what was the music like for you growing up, the music scene? Were you involved in local bands, all that jazz?
I guess my dad played a lot of like classic rock, grunge.
Right.
I always remember him. He put on like this one ZZ Top CD, and I was in the car, and I would like always sing along to it. So I kind of always had like that classic rock, a little bit of grunge growing up.
Mm-hmm.
But then when my dad gave me his iPod, same thing. They had an Alice in Chains album and a Godsmack album. And I was
Which
like,
one?
It was Dirt for Alice in Chains, and then Awake.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
my dad liked that one too. We talked about
I guess
that
dads just
before,
love that album.
It's Dad Rock.
Dad rock. Yeah, exactly.
That's what we do.
There you go.
Did you get your dad's iPod too?
No.
He got something cool.
I
He
got
his
a whole,
instruments.
yeah, I got all of his instruments and like a big stack of CDs
Okay.
and
For all
like,
the CD
fucking-
players we have lying around now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, I got like 500 or so CDs probably somewhere.
Wow.
And I got onto like, he was big into jazz and fusion, so like Weather Report and Marcus Miller and Average White Band, stuff like that. Just like a lot of funky like bass and drum stuff. And then on my own, I found My Chemical Romance, and like that changed my life when I was in 7th grade. Just got me super into rock.
That was a moment. You see?
Yeah.
Now he just said his
No,
moment.
the moment was I was watching the music video for, I think it's Famous Last Words. That's the last song on that one album. And then it was just like the guitar solo, like, and I saw that, and I was like, whoa, I need to learn how to do that. Yeah,
Did you ever learn?
yeah, I could do it now.
Alright.
I think.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
That
We'll see
felt like
about
a
that,
prove
Chief.
it kind of moment, but okay.
For me, it was Ghost
Pretty
of You.
easy.
I remember when I saw Ghost of You too, I started listening to that
Yeah.
band. That video was crazy good too.
So you got into My Chem, and that was kind of like your
Yeah,
emo
for
scene
sure.
phase kind of era. Tell me a little bit more
As
about
much as I hate
that.
to admit it, like Black Veil Brides. I was
Dude,
Loves them.
I will
Oh,
not
I
stand
loved it. Like,
Black Veil Bride slander.
and I showed my mom that because like I was buying all these band shirts, and she's like, "Uy, Pablito, what is this? What kind of music are you listening to?" I was like, "Mom, look, this is like Kid Fail."
I will not stand for any Black Veil Brides slander because they are
No,
one of the
good.
bands I went back to listen to, and they're fire. Okay,
Good
like
guitar playing.
no, in general, they were just really good. Like I don't know why they got as much slander as they
Ballsack.
did.
And
Andy
Ballsack.
Ballsack,
What the hell was that?
The singer.
the singer.
No way, that's his actual
No,
name? Or
no.
that's, okay, I
It was
about to
Andy
say.
Biersack, and then he just changed it to Andy Black eventually. Or he was Andy Six first, actually.
Yeah.
And then
like
Andy
they're like
Black.
Motley Crue inspired and
Oh,
like, their
fair.
outfits
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, but no,
kind of
they're-
like Kiss, but
I
like
think
way-
I have a general idea of how they look like. It's like crazy black hair, like spiky all over. Right?
Not, yeah.
No?
When they
like,
were
that's-
younger.
like
Like-
super like, yeah, like Motley Crue meets Kiss, but like just like skinny emo boys, and they're all really goth.
Tanner's gonna answer. It's the dudes with the BC Rich guitars, right? The crazy.
Yeah.
one. Okay, so I know
Yeah.
exactly who they are. Right, that yes.
That's oddly specific to just
It's just a type of
Warlock.
guitar that is very pointy.
Yeah.
They're
Oh.
super pointy, and that brand is known for that. So that's how you spot them quickly. Because I remember
Gotcha.
seeing that, I was like, oh, okay.
the more you know.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
like,
Yeah, no. And back in the day, they were more spiky hair, and now they're more like cool guy, like little like whoops
Yeah.
on the side part kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I will not stand for any slander. I love Black Veil
Nah,
Brides.
good, good.
Um,
Just a little bit cringe, but like
That's
In the right way.
that's the
though.
point.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
yeah.
it's like I may be cringe, but at least I'm free.
It's like those
Right.
movies that are like crap, but they're so crap that they're great. Yeah,
No, the music's good. It's just like
yeah, but you get
the image,
yeah, the image.
The
it's
sentiment.
like yeah,
That's the
yeah.
sentiment.
I just grew out of it, I guess.
right? Damn. But anything else from the emo phase?
I remember like Slipknot when I first heard Slipknot. I'm like, ugh, what
I
is
think
this?
we
This
all
is-
remember
this is
that.
horrible.
We all
Like
remember
this is
that.
scary. Like I don't want to listen to this. but like something just kept drawing me to it. And like over time, I was like,
Same
I
thing.
get it now. Oh, this is sick. What the heck?
Is it kind of like learning how to drink beer? Because
Yes, it's
I
exactly
cannot.
like
It's like beer. It's like
It's
at
exactly.
first.
It's an acquired taste, bro. Like I swear, a lot of people are like,
Yeah.
beer, ew. And we all said that like at least 10 times over, and then we're like, this is not that bad.
Yeah.
Right.
And then it's
Cheers to
great,
that,
cheers
you
to
know?
that.
And like when you're a kid,
Cheers. Cheers,
everyone's
cheers.
like, oh, you listen to screamo music, like,
Exactly.
oh, that stuff is so bad.
What was the song that you heard from Slipknot, like the first one?
I don't know.
I remember it was Psychosocial.
I think it
I remember
was,
I was so scared
it
of
was
that song.
just that record.
And I saw the video too, because
Yeah.
there was like the MTV's top 10 list
Right.
of videos, and that would go every time, like as soon as I got out of the bus. So I watched that, and the Slipknot video came every time. I would skip it because I was scared of it. But dude, after 10 listens, I was like, this is actually really good.
It's
This is
great. Yeah.
great. And then I
Yeah.
kept Slipknot a secret too. My family did not know. I was listening to Slipknot all the time. And I was like,
Dude, I remember when I first
great.
heard Eminem, that changed my life too.
Oh,
Eminem?
nice.
My cousin showed me
Oh, yeah.
Eminem, and it
Yeah.
has so many bad words in it. I'm like, what the heck? Like, you don't know how to have this, bro. Like, that's illegal.
You can't curse
You
outside.
can't curse.
What
What?
is-
That's like the first time I ever heard that, and it like ruined me.
I was always super numb to like curse words. I remember I had like a project where we had to build a website or something in like 7th grade. And I put music to each page, and I put like a Cobra Starship song on, and the teacher was playing it out loud, and it said shit at some point, and then she paused it. She's like, Victoria, you can't do that. And I'm like, I didn't remember. I was just cool listening to Cobra Starship. Did you have an emo phase?
I remember listening to Limp Bizkit for the first time.
that's not even.
It doesn't count.
But
I
it was
love
like the
that.
same thing as
I
someone. I
love
was
that.
like, oh my god, this sucks. But then slowly over time, I was just like, I get it.
Right.
Yeah.
I
And that's
get
kind of how
progress.
AWALL is.
No.
Nah.
No, not really. I was about to say it too.
Christian, your emo phase? I feel like you're gonna just whip out, say, I listen Blood on the Dance Floor or something.
Me, no, MCR too. I think I started with MCR, and that started all. Rise Against was so huge for me. I know it's not emo per se, but like it kind of got me into that area
Right.
of stuff, and I have very deep love for that type of music. Because when I was in high school too, I would listen to a lot of that.
Gotcha.
And now, like, I'm happy because I'm part of Half Inch Hero too, which is kind of like an emo type of thing too. And now I get to explore all of that all over again. I'm like, yeah, I feel like a kid again, which is cool.
I've had parts of Half Inch Eero on this show, but never the band.
Oh yeah, really?
So we had
There you go.
shit.
Jackson, probably.
Jackson.
All right.
Jackson was, oh my god,
Gotcha.
wow.
What band was he with?
He was with
Colopsis.
Danny and Calopsia, but
No,
it
that's-
wasn't even invited as
But
Calopsia.
probably, Calopsia wasn't here.
No,
So just Danny and.
Danny
Gosh.
came and I was like, is he gonna be on the interview too? Because I started asking people like, oh, are you gonna have the person who came with you sit in, or who else is
Gotcha.
coming?
Okay.
He by
Because
himself? Or who did he come with?
Danny came and he
Oh,
sat in
okay.
with her,
Oh.
but she came
Was
by
that
herself.
Ellen?
Yeah.
So not Calypso's score.
No.
No, Ella Nod. However, she,
Danielle backwards.
yes, her solo project.
Oh,
That's
I
what
wasn't
that
supposed
was.
to expose that.
It took me so long to figure that out.
She says it all the
I
time. What do
just
you
noticed
mean?
that when you
Dude,
said
yeah, it took me a long time to figure it out
I
too.
just noticed that.
I
too,
never
and
knew, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, but basically it was that Jackson was on the show too. I asked people if the person that's coming does something now because when I had NGY on for the first time,
Oh, we love him.
oh, Iggy
So
sat
good.
down with his friend, and his friend was not in NGY. So when I go, what do you do in the band? He's like, I'm not in the middle of the interview, and he's wearing this bright neon hoodie sitting in between us, and I'm like,
That's hilarious.
this is
I love it.
fantastic.
I love it.
But that's why we ask who's sitting in on these interviews now. As far as AWALL, what influences you guys for music? Because I'm gonna be honest, I listen to it and I'm like, it sounds like something, but I don't know what.
Sounds like AWALL.
That's the beauty about it. We're very mixed bags, I think.
That's
All,
the good
all
one, yeah.
four of us, we're such mixed bags. Like, sometimes we have a lot in common, but then sometimes we're like, why would you listen to that? Type of deal.
Right.
And I think we all bring that to the table, too. So that's why you can't really pinpoint.
I guess Alice in Chains.
I think that's a big one.
Yeah.
Because that's something that we all unanimously agree on, too. But Alice in Chains was
We
the
don't really
starting
sound like
point.
that at all.
No, no.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just...
It's like good old rock and roll.
It is
Uncle
good old rock
Rock.
and
Good
roll.
old
I guess
Family
you could
rock.
just pinpoint 90s era for us because that's what we grew up with,
Yeah.
I guess, and that's very inspired from it. But then it doesn't go like a specific direction.
Right.
It's like grunge party rock with elements of
Party rock.
New metal. Yeah, I don't know. Mason Pace told me to say that once. He's like, you guys are like party
And we listen to Mason Pace because he has great hair.
Yeah, he has the pose too. We listen to him because he has the pose.
Exactly. Yeah, he still hasn't been on this show, but
He's got good music.
he does. I probably sound stupid saying it, but yes, it has like that melodic kind of pieces sometimes.
Yeah.
I know nothing about
We
music.
just try to make it soulful. That's
Right.
it.
Okay. What's the songwriting process like for you guys?
I guess usually I'll just come up with like some riffs or ideas, and then we just bring it to the fellas, and then it just transforms and becomes whatever.
It varies. Like,
Yeah.
it's very
Sometimes like
different.
one of us gets an idea. Like lately, it's been Tanner.
And for Misery, it was you.
Yeah, there. It always changes. Like
It's different.
with Misery, like I remember it was our first band practice that we had in like months.
Yeah.
Months and months. Chris wasn't even
Doesn't
there. He was
count.
in
Yeah, it
Bolivia.
doesn't count. I wasn't here.
It's like as soon as the lineup changed, and then I was the singer, so like we used to have this other guy, but then we stopped practicing for months. I was out of town, he was out of town. We came back, and while that time off, like I wrote this like little pieces of this song, and then when Tanner and Steve came for practice, I just like showed them the parts, and then we just jammed on it for a little bit, and then that song became Misery, and like with Spoink, Tanner had just this idea in his head. He made this demo, he sent it to us, he's like, what do you think? And we're like, bro, that's
Great.
perfect the way it is.
Yeah, it's
And we
great.
just learn it.
I remember
And
hearing
then-
it too. I was like,
yeah.
yeah, no, this has to be the first thing that we do. It's already fantastic. It's already done, dude. It's already done. You've
already
done
done,
everything.
yeah,
Great.
yeah.
Perfect. That's it.
How does it feel to carry the band on your back? No, I'm kidding.
That's why he's strong.
He's the
That's
strongest
why
one.
he got muscles.
No, that's cool though. I love that it varies and everybody gets
Yeah.
to put in their 2 cents, or if it's just we can recognize things are good the way they are, then we're not gonna mess with
Happens
it
a lot
anymore.
with this guy too. Like sometimes he writes like a whole song because he just gets
He
inspired.
writes
I'm
like a whole opera.
I'm like, there's really no need to add
It's
anything
like,
to this.
yeah, I
That's
wouldn't
great.
want to change
Yeah,
this. It's perfect the way it is.
fantastic.
It's whoever has the coolest riffs.
Yeah.
Right.
Whoever has the coolest idea is always.
Yeah, we have like a Google Drive folder with like probably like around 100 or like
No.
50,
Nah,
like
nah.
50 or
That's
so.
not
It's a
it.
lot.
No, we have a bunch in there.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
a bunch of
bunch of
demos.
I feel like we got from like 100 to 50 to maybe like 10.
No, it's more than 10. I like to
Definitely
say
more than
100.
10.
It makes us look good.
So we got new music on the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hopefully by the time this is out,
Yeah.
Still Sick, Still Rippin' will be available on all streaming platforms.
Go
Check it out.
The way you said it.
When is this gonna be released? Do you know yet?
I don't remember
A
right
couple
now.
weeks.
Couple weeks.
not gonna
Hopefully,
be out.
yeah,
It'll be out, bro.
Soon though.
That's soon.
We're gonna get the
soon.
mix and then we're just gonna
Hopefully
put it
today.
out.
Hopefully today.
We've been waiting on this mix for like months.
Nah,
Nah, don't say that. No,
Okay.
don't say
Well,
that.
Yeah,
if this comes out in a couple weeks and you're still waiting on it, then it has been.
No, but usually
Yes.
the guy that we do it with, he nails it on the first try or the 2nd, which is really
He's
rare.
good.
He's
He's good.
insanely good. So
Shout out
he,
to Lee.
Lee Dias, he's great. Hit him up.
Like I've just been so
Don't hit 'em
stressed
up,
about
bro.
this mix. I've been having like
Keep 'em
nightmares about
We
it.
need to
Oh,
keep
no.
in touch.
Yeah.
No, actually,
It's been-
you're right.
It's been
No.
a little long. It's
Why
okay.
are you having nightmares about this mix?
I don't know. I just had this.
He's desperate for it. That's it.
Yeah, like every day I text these guys. I'm like, where is it? Where is it?
He's running out of reels to post.
Yeah.
He wanted
You
to
can only
forget
post Misery so many times on Instagram.
He wanted to forget about it during an interview, and now it just like came up as an intrusive thought. Like he's now worried about this mix again.
Yep. Freaking out.
What's the goal for AWALL? What's the dream?
Good question.
That's a great question.
Make money, play music, party hard.
Yeah.
I'll be able
Just
to.
for me, it's just like to do something that I could be proud of, and like have fun with my
I think
friends.
that's a goal for all of us.
We're really going through it over here.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That was very unprofessional.
That's a
but-
big question to ask, you know.
Right. I'm gonna.
No,
So-
honestly, I really think it's just we want to make it the best that we can. I feel
Yeah.
like
Right.
that's it. And it's
We
it's a
can
really
write
big outlet
badass
for
music,
us
you
too.
know?
Right.
And like the community aspect is huge for me. Like
Yeah.
working with other photographers and with like graphic designers and promoters and even different musicians, like the whole aspect of like working with the community and our friends and like making this all happen together is like super important for me,
Right.
you know, and like that's something I love about being in the band.
Well, Pablo said it best one time too. He's like our kind of little home. You know, like everyone here does other stuff and we're in other projects and we're constantly working, but we always go to AWALL as our thing that we know that we can go back to.
It's your little safe space
Yes,
with you
it
guys.
is.
Yeah, it is a safe space.
Together we've been playing for years now.
Right.
Yeah.
Years. We were in bands together before too, and it's been a while.
Since 2018.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Since all of us, yeah. At least us three. Not Steven.
Yeah. No, Steven. He's not here.
Steven can't even defend himself right now. Like, you guys could just
We
slam
could.
him.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, put him back.
That kind of hurt a little bit watching that happen. That was
We do that to him.
It's tough love.
There-
It's tough love.
There was anger in that flick. Like,
It's tough love.
'Cause he's not
It's
here.
tough love. Yeah, he's not here. Exactly.
well, okay. When I asked
Also, you
about
can
dreams,
talk bad about him.
I did say you could talk bad. I'm also kind of like an instigator. Like, I love it when people talk shit. But when I ask about dreams, I love asking people about like their biggest tangible dreams because I believe in manifesting. So that's why I like tangible. Like, I want to play this stage or I want to do this tour, and it could be one by one. To
I guess.
He got scared there for a second.
It's a big one. It's a big
I'm
one.
big, dude.
I can come back to you.
Well, basically, I just want to tour, tour the world, of course. And
The
then
whole
when I'm
world?
not- of course.
Okay.
Except Bolivia.
Bro.
And then when I'm not touring, a nice studio to work in and just record good bands, make good music, and have a nice pool I could lay out by. That's always a dream.
If Florida's not underwater yet,
We'll see.
Fair point. Fair point.
Boca should be okay.
Miami, no.
Yeah.
You
Boca's
guys
just
are
gonna,
wrong.
Florida's gonna be underwater, Boca's just gonna be a one little island
Yeah.
standing up above the rest, like, just didn't go anywhere.
Minding some business. I want to play good festivals, and I want to. It'd be sick if we could headline Riot Fest one day.
Okay.
I was fortunate enough to be there and play one of the stages with a different band, and like once I saw that and I saw, all these, like all of my idols over there, all these bands that I love, like Mastodon and Lamb of God and Slipknot and Alexis on Fire, and I got to like talk to these guys and like just like see, oh damn, you're just a person just like me, like you're not some god, some superhero, like I can do this too. Me and all my friends are like probably more talented than you. Like not really, not, I'm kidding.
He went out to a
just like we
specific
can
fight.
get there, It's like I see the way this happens and I'm like, dude, we're so capable.
That's a big thing, dude. That's a big thing. I used to go to festivals too. Because again, back in Bolivia, no concerts, right? So when I came to live here, I made it a mission to go as many concerts as I possibly could.
Right.
And back in the day, I saw that and I was like, wow, that's like going to heaven or something. That's untangible. But now when I see that stuff, it's like, oh, that's so doable. That's not that bad. Like you can play one of the small stations and work your way up type of deal. So
Yeah.
I guess for me, that's the same thing too. I want to make touring a viable thing, not like a headache type of thing where like, oh, this is totally doable. We should do this run on small auditoriums and then maybe do a couple small stages on the festivals. And I think that's achievable too in a couple of years. And then after that,
big.
you just And then after that, you just no. Of course, I would love to play Riot Fest. We have the dream of playing Download as well. We love that festival too. So 100%.
Reading Fest.
But that's where you start.
Yeah.
And
Right.
in those festivals too, there's the small stages as well, and I always see like those local bands playing there, and there's really cool stuff sometimes if you go to those stages and you sit and listen to.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity. I think people need to pay a little bit more attention to those smaller
Yeah,
stages at
yeah.
festivals, to openers. Like,
exactly.
I hear so many people saying like, oh, I don't care if I get there late, I'm just missing the opener. Like, first of all, how disrespectful. Like, this person is putting in as much effort as the headliner to put on a good show, so that can be super frustrating. And yeah, that is where you
There's
start.
a lot of the big bands start like that. I think. Don't quote me on this. I think it was St. Vincent's, but Dave Grohl tells that story all the time. That I think it was St. Vincent's, that he always saw them in the small stages, and then 3 years later they were like doing the medium slots on the festivals, and then 4 years later they were already headlining. So it's just that type of deal.
Yeah.
Just time.
I talked to the
Just
dudes
time.
from Alexis on Fire,
You look
George
bastard.
and Jordan, and they were saying like, oh yeah, we would drive like 20 hours from, I forgot where in Canada they're from, so I'm not gonna say it,
Yeah,
but like
I don't remember you.
they would drive to like just like 20 hours like across the country line between Canada to USA just to play little shows and stuff. And like this dude, his full-time job, he's a firefighter, the singer for that band.
Oh, wow.
And he also does this band, and I'm like, damn, bro,
No
like,
way.
yeah,
no,
you just
for real.
live the life, like you're just like,
Yeah, the
like
bass
a human
player is a
that's
barber,
just
dude, like,
really
they all
good
have their-
at being a musician,
Right.
and because of that, you get to play these awesome stages, and I get to listen to your music, and I fucking love it. And
It's
like,
safe to say they're a big inspiration for at least both of us. Like,
and he put me on, and like, Yeah, when I heard them, I'm like, oh, like it just
Me
inspired me to like, damn, I gotta put all my shit into AWALL.
I was in a rut
Yeah.
too. Like
You were in a rut?
I was in a rut, and I was one of those moments. Always with music, yeah, one of those little moments where you're like, "Am I even doing the thing that I want to do?"
Right.
And then I discovered them, and I was like, "Oh God!" And then it just
Yeah, like, this is what I want to do.
yeah, yeah.
I have those moments weekly. It's like, God, what am I doing with my life? There's nothing that helps.
Tell me about it. Yeah.
You're doing this.
It does help. Yeah, it does help from time to time.
I still haven't acquired the taste.
Oh,
I
you
went
don't like it?
No, I don't like
We
it.
have Four Loko. It tastes amazing.
No, I
It tastes like apple juice.
I remember drinking the original one.
Good times.
I've never had a Four
Loko
Loko in my life, and I feel like at this point, at my
Don't do it.
age,
Yeah, don't
it'll
do it.
wreck my stomach
Yeah, don't do it.
to an irreparable degree.
don't do it.
That's
Don't do
behind this.
Of course, this guy says do it. Do it. Do it. Don't do it.
It's like I got the angels like, no, don't do it, and then Bella's
Yeah,
like,
that's it.
just drink it. Just tastes like apple juice.
Like Emperor's
Spicy
New
apple
Groove, the
juice.
devil, and like
Spicy
Crunch-
apple
Crunch
juice.
Devil
Yeah,
and
So
Angel.
cider?
Yeah.
Emperor Palpatine.
Do it.
All right, guys. I don't know if you've seen that we do like relationship post questions.
What's that?
Well, we're not doing them, so you don't have to know.
Oh,
I found a list of icks that people have. So I'm going to tell you what the ick is, and you guys have to tell me if you think it's a green flag, a beige flag, or a red flag.
Beige flag. Wait, what?
Why not
Beige
just
flag?
yellow?
No, it's beige.
Yeah, beige is like it's a specific color.
A beige flag is where like it's iffy. Like there's nothing necessarily wrong with it, but it's still just kind of like just
Like warning
rubs me
sign.
the
I
wrong
don't know
way.
what's wrong with this, but something. Like,
Right.
is weird.
Yeah, like it's off to you. It might, something that's a green flag to him might be a beige flag to you, and it's like, yeah. All right. They get drunk on a date.
Green flag.
Yeah. Green flag.
Green flag.
I agree completely.
Even on a first date.
Yeah, it's funny.
awesome.
It's great.
Yeah.
Highly disapprove of that one. It's funny. I feel like it's
fun.
funny. Yeah, I feel like it's funny. It's like,
You-
oh, I got
Okay,
carried
if
away.
it's
I'm
every
so sorry.
date, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
If it's like 3 dates in a row and they're still hammered every time, it's like, okay.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
might
That's
be
beige. Yeah.
something going on here.
So it's levels to you. Like first date,
Yes.
second date, green
Everything
flag.
has
Third
levels to
date,
it.
kind of beige to keep getting drunk.
Yeah.
Also,
I
like,
got you.
I'm over here hating on you because like if you go on a date with someone and they get drunk and you're gonna make fun of them, what is wrong?
It's not fun, but it's like
Why hate
it's
it?
like you got a little bit carried away. That's kind of funny. All right, but you take care of them, of course. Like
I was like, oh, you got a little carried
Better.
away.
Yeah.
And you pooped your pants, okay.
Still a green flag.
there's
Are you
okay.
speaking from experience?
You know what? I'll say this: there's level to the drunkenness. Because there's a big point where it just goes into a red flag. If they're a little bit tipsy, you're like, oh, I got carried away a little bit. It's like, that's cool.
Okay.
But
then
if
it's
they're
like, oh, this is an
dude,
issue
if
and I
they're
have to take
hammered
care
and they're like sleeping on the floor because they can't get up, you gotta get out of there. Like,
Always wasted in living life.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Ruined it.
clarifying. Thank you for
To an
clarifying.
extent.
You ruined it.
You're right.
You ruined it. Now everyone knows.
They post too many mirror selfies.
Red flag.
Red flag.
Red flag for me.
That means you
Well,
love
no, it
yourself, you
depends.
have
Okay,
that
no, it
confidence.
depends. It depends.
Yeah.
It depends to what extent. If they just keep it on their phone and they don't like
No, it says they post it.
every single day.
They post
What
too
kind of
many.
selfie?
All right, you know what? I'm gonna downgrade it to beige. How about that?
It's a beige flag
beige,
for you.
beige, yeah.
Okay.
It's neutral.
How many? What kind of mirror selfies?
Yeah.
Raunchy ones.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's a red flag.
Yeah, okay, no, that's definitely a red flag. You didn't
That's a red
specify
flag.
that. I thought it was just like regular.
You didn't
There's
know that.
levels
If
to
it's
it.
raunchy ones, it's
Victoria, there's levels.
again levels with everything.
Reddish beige.
Reddish beige.
Yeah.
Not bothered.
A little bit. Yeah.
A little bit. They turn up late to a date.
How late?
Yeah, that's a great
And how
question.
consistent.
It's another great question.
15 minutes late, but they never tell you that they're running late.
And do they do this every time, or is it just like once?
Would you go on a date with somebody again that was late?
Oh, like the
and-
first
If it's
date.
15 minutes, I'm probably gonna be 15 minutes late. So at the same time. So.
You don't gotta
You're
tell
gonna
me
say
that.
green flag just for your sake.
Yeah, it's okay with me. It's
Yeah, I wouldn't mind either. To be honest. If it's 15 minutes, they don't tell you, but you're there. Like, yeah, it's alright.
I'd
I
be
feel like
so pissed.
everyone's
I would
always
just
a
sit
little
in
bit
the
late.
car and cry and be like, yeah, it's okay.
Just crying on the inside.
They don't tip their waiter.
Red.
Ooh, red. Yeah,
Yeah,
100% red.
It's a red flag.
Red.
Okay, it says waiter. Because I'm about to say, like, what if it's one of those, like, checkouts where it's like it just keeps.
That's
Oh,
what
then
I
no,
work.
then
You
no.
better tip me. I work at one of those. I still get tips. Some people don't. Yeah, it's alright. If they don't tip, I take extra long to make their food.
Oh really?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was me when I used to valet park cars, and whenever they wouldn't, I know they wouldn't tip me well, I would just take my sweet time, or I would park them like way far away too, and I'd be like, I'll be right back, and I would just walk there too.
Yeah, you always see valet guys like jogging. Now I could see that.
Oh,
you
that
were
was
just, like,
that was
walking.
all the time.
Yeah.
Because it was like a country club type of deal, so I would know a lot of the people, and I would know when they wouldn't tip. I was
Gotcha.
like, all right, I'm just gonna put you way over there, and I'm gonna walk.
Toss the keys in the bush. Oh, things
Never
happen.
lost
Sorry.
keys, fortunately, but.
Okay, last one. They post inspirational quotes on social media.
Red,
Yeah.
huge red, dude. No.
I don't have a problem with that.
No, but
If
like
I
every
agree with
time,
it, I'm like,
dude.
alright, nice.
Every single day, dude. Like inspirational
No,
quotes
some people
with
do that.
inspirational music on the background.
That's like such a
with
mental-
I'm
the
talking
orchestra
like the
thing.
Facebook posts that are
No,
like the one that your
huge red
grandma's
flag,
reposting. You know?
It's
We don't
wholesome.
need any of that.
No.
No.
So red flag.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. It's a light green. No, it's beige.
It's beige. It's
For me,
beige.
Red.
Red.
Just strong red.
Straight. Wow.
Strong red.
It's burning
hater,
red,
man.
almost burgundy.
It's red. Just red.
All right, guys. Thank you for your flags. It's your shameless plug moment. Go ahead and let that camera know everything they need to know about AWALL.
I'll let you do it.
Oh God. The mix is coming, Tanner.
We got a song coming out eventually. Still
It's
six
out right now. It's out right now.
We have a couple songs out.
Yeah.
We have a song, Still Sick, Still Rippin', that's coming out soon. We're working on new merch, and Steven, you got anything to say?
Steven,
No.
thank you for holding it down.
He's a pat on the back.
Yeah, there you go. He's a little bit shy today, unfortunately.
He works hard.
He does work hard.
Thank you guys for coming out. I really appreciate it. This
course.
was a very funny chat. I'm gonna start making everybody drink beer when they come here.
Yes.
All right.
You guys make sure to follow AWALL. I almost keep saying
Okay.
AWALL.
Yeah,
AWALL.
exactly. Like,
Make sure to
kidding.
make sure to follow AWALL and like, subscribe, comment, follow Senior Citizen Podcast, and interact. Pre-save their music if it's available.
buy our merch.
And buy merch. See you guys next week.